Alright, well here's the yard. Actually it looks pretty damn green. There's still a bunch of leaves in it, but grass grows, turf push it out, and then I'll mow them up next time. But it's starting to rain already. Welcome to Wednesday. I'm headed in. It's 12:20. I'm gonna go meet Alex for lunch before class, then hit that lab, see what's going on in the lab, turn in the exam, and then that'll complete academics for the day. I've got all this English crap though. Group paper that I'm responsible for a paragraph on, and then we've got to do a personal paper on this story from some 18th century writer. That's miserable, but we're almost done. This was the final essay. So, yeah, wish me luck with that. Don't need nothing but a good time. It's cold. It's only 41 degrees. That front came in. It was probably in the 30s overnight if it's 41 at 12:20. It's actually hailing right now. I don't know if you can tell on the windshield, but they're little tiny pieces of hail. So it must be pretty damn cold in the upper atmosphere right now. All right, check this thing out. It's whatever the F30 wagon is, F31, F32, F33, 328D with like the sports package on it. It's got black, I don't know what style those are, wheels, a pretty aggressive looking front end. I wouldn't have chosen the wagon, but that thing probably has about as much torque as the M5, maybe more. I guess the 328 is still a 4-cylinder, so probably not that much, but it is a diesel, which is very torquey. Well, here's the update on the, what did I call that in the last vlog when I was here like 3 weeks ago? Crap. I read this sign over here. It's some sort of a wellness, what is it? Oh man, we're gonna do part 2. We're gonna zoom in on this crap again. But they're making some good progress on the building. Yeah, that isn't gonna work, I don't think. Kent State, something, fall 2015 probably. But it appears that it's gonna be 2 stories, have a nice curved front entrance, and it looks pretty big actually. So, have to see about that. Also building a new building over here. This is where I'm picking up Alex. This is math and science here, but we're gonna drive down there. I got a free minute here. Of course, 4x4 is trying to do something it's not supposed to. I think this is the new architecture building down here. No, that's what they're building somewhere else. We're gonna have to come up here and read the sign. This might be the College of Aeronautics and Technology and Sustainability. Okay, so this is the college I was enrolled in before I switched to business. It was in this crappy old building built in probably the 20s or 30s, Van Dusen Hall. That place was a dump. But they've finally built a nice new building here over the last year. Aeronautics and Technology. So it's about time our tech building isn't stuck in the 20s. This campus was founded in, I think, 1915. The university started in 1915, and they've built like a building every 3 years since then, and they're all built to whatever modern style is at the time. So in some ways that's cool. The buildings from the teens and 20s are beautiful stone and marble. Then we went through the 70s hideous yellow brick and cement, and now at least they look good what they're building now.
But tomorrow if we go to eat, we'll need to go early because the Cavs game at 7, so really like go with the
snow.
Go to like,
so it's like 35 outside right now. The snow lasted for about 30 seconds, went back to rain, thank God. Tomorrow I think we're going to be kind of starting to pull out of the cold front. There's like a 30% chance of snow till 10. No big deal. Worked out here in the garage for a little bit, FaceTimed with Luke, gave the car a quick Z6 bath and cleaned up wheels and exhaust and everything. It was actually really dusty with like pollen, just brown dirt that came off the flat surfaces. Not too bad. It probably been about 10 days since I've done it. Figured why not. So we did that. I finished the pedal install a little better than I had it before. I picked up some screws and nuts at Lowe's the other day, so I threaded those in a little smaller head, and now it's actually fastened down tighter than it was before, so that install is officially done. The screws I bought were actually too long, so I got to use the Dremel and cut off about 3/4 of an inch or so, and I was worried I wouldn't be able to thread since it's a real tight thread machine screw, actually right here. use these, but cutting it actually worked. I was still able to effectively thread a nut on the end of it. See, that's just a little too long, so that went pretty well. I'm not going to amend the DIY or anything. People can figure that out. But took the mini test today. I guess I got bored again and wanted to get it done. Got a 9 out of 10 on the first try, so that's good enough for me. Still group work for college writing 2 to do this week, and then the accounting crap Alex and I will have to hammer out later this week. But that's where we stand. So the car goes in next Monday through next Friday for body work. Have it back for the weekend. I'd love to find time to install those mirrors. Those are sitting down in the basement. I should actually go and get those, get them up here and ready for Monday. They're going to be painted. Then when I get them back, I'll be able to put them on and film a DIY on that. So we'll have the mirrors done over the weekend. Then Monday, it's going into that place in Hudson Ken and I checked out a week or 2 ago, Lyric Motorsport. Deal exclusively in BMWs, both service, maintenance, upgrades, programming, computers, mechanics, interior, cosmetics. They do everything at so far what looks to be cheaper than dealer rates, definitely with labor. They don't let customers generally supply their own parts unless, you know, I'm taking the exhaust on there. At least I think so far they're going to be able to put the exhaust on. So they do that. I can supply exhaust stuff, but anything that I'm doing stock, they want to order the parts at BMW rate. I'm going to see if they're going to do a CCA discount or not. Probably not, but maybe. Even so, it's going to be cheaper than any dealer. But it's going in there Monday. Is that the 4th? I think the next Monday, after the week after the body shop. 2 weeks from this past Monday. I'm just going to have them take a listen to the Vanos on the 4th, see if there's any cost-effective way to shut that up. The rattle on startup is probably 75% of the time, last 2 or 3 seconds. Seems to be fairly normal. But with those miles, and now that it's a secondary car, I do want to have them give it a quick once-over, see we're good to drive another couple thousand miles this summer. There's a tiny bit of a higher-pitched click coming from the front driver's fender well. I don't think it's rod bearings because I don't hear a lot of noise or anything really at idle aside from Vanos or a couple thousand RPM. I don't have any noticeable knocking, but I do want to have them diagnose that. Guy online from the E39M5 Facebook group thinks it's just a sticky lifter and a quart of, or a little bottle of, what's that? Something mystery grease. Marvel mystery oil, not grease. Put a quart of that in, drive it 50 miles. It's a detergent, so clean out the crankcase. Then you flush the oil, do an oil change and filter, and it should be good to go. But you know, I'm just going to have them take a listen, see if everything is good, and we'll go from there. But at those miles, I'm actually thinking would probably be wise to do something like timing chain guides, since they're plastic, and the timing chain tensioners. I think there's 4, and I've already replaced the one that you can do without like opening the valve covers up or anything like that. But anyways, they know their stuff, and we'll see what they say. If there's any recommendations for future service, we'll tackle it this summer sometime. Anyways, I'm gonna go up and get a shower as it's 1:45 and do some YouTube and get to bed. Tomorrow's Thursday. I don't really know what's going on. If it's nice enough, I'll try to do some outside work. But they're saying snow chance in the morning, then rain and cold still in the upper 40s, so we'll see. Play it by ear. All right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good night.